wildly unsettling to outright terrifying, these are creepy things in Mario games, but they get progressively more creepy as the video goes on. When you enter this door in Mario 64, you'll see a nice portrait of Peach. You first think, I'll just jump into it like the other paintings, but no. Peach then fades to this more scary picture of Bowser, and you get thrown into a trap leading to the most ominous level in this game so far. It makes you feel like Bowser is in full control of the castle as you helplessly get thrown into a more creepy setting. Now, Mario does get electrocuted in various Mario games, but the one where it feels a bit off is in Galaxy, because every time he gets hit, you see his full skeleton. And even the whole death animation keeps in this lifeless skeleton model now. This is something you don't ever see anymore when Mario takes a hit. So to go back to this feels slightly disturbing. So you're playing New Super Mario Bros. 2 and go into another ghost house, thinking it'll be pretty standard, but then this giant boo shows up out of nowhere. Now, there have been big boos we've seen in other Mario games, but this guy is the most uncanny of them all. Maybe it's the fact that he has teeth now, or perhaps it's because he's the only boo with pupils which stare right into your soul. Those just give him a more cursed look than the other boos. Oh, and he never stops chasing you in this part too. Even when you stare at him, he'll still subtly creep closer to you. Peach's castle already feels off for a lot of people, but the never-ending staircase in particular is one area that really makes you feel a bit uneasy when in it, since you can walk and walk up it forever, but never seem to go anywhere. It's like the castle is alive and trapping you somehow, just messing with the player in fact. Not to mention the music makes you feel like something is a bit off. How it seems to constantly go up the scale, but never hit the top, perfectly mirroring what the player is doing. Now let's look at possibly the oldest creepy Mario moment. Because while the first Mario Bros. Game wasn't all that scary, that changed in the sequel with this guy. The creepy flying mask called Phanto. Now, as soon as you pick up one of the keys, this flying mask comes to life and hunts you down for it. You can't shake him off, as he'll follow you between screens too. The mystery of this creature just adds to the creepiness as well. Like, is there something possessing this mask, and why does he even want to stop you from taking these keys? Well, legend has it that if you don't subscribe, then this mask will follow you home too. So if you want him off your back, then I'd be safe by hitting that sub button below. There's this corner in Paper Mario Color Splash that you can't really see much of at first, but as soon as the cave opens up, you see this odd looking Shy Guy. But then he immediately snaps his neck back, staring into your soul, and heads right towards the player, using this creepy folded walk. As Mario fails to run away, you're forced to battle this thing while it plays literal horror music during this scene. Not to mention, he just sucked the life out of some Toad before we got there. So you're flying around in the Odyssey when suddenly Bowser stops you with this massive dragon. I mean, just look at the scale and realism of this thing. Doesn't fit in a Mario game at all, more of an RPG dark dragon creature. And that's just the preview, since he shoots down your ship, causing it to crash in his home turf, the ruined kingdom. Immediately, things just feel off. The music is quiet, there's no friendly NPCs, and your ship is broken down, leaving you with no escape. It's one of those things where you know it's coming. You know you're gonna have to face that dragon from before. And when you find him here, his battle's even more terrifying, as you see him up close and fight off his deadly attacks. So you're in Big Boo's haunt and fall down, thinking you'll die, but instead you land in some water while hearing faint carnival music in the distance. And when entering this door, you'll be in a wooden merry-go-round. The only catch, boos will constantly spawn in here. This whole area just feels like something's up. Maybe because you can't change the camera here, so you don't know what else is on this merry-go-round with you, or maybe it's the oddly upbeat music that only plays in this area that also sounds like some sort of killer clown song. Some of the death animations in Mario 64 seem a bit more creepy than they should, mainly when Mario suffocates. When you're in this poison maze, for example, if you wait around, Mario will start coughing while trying to clear the smog from his face until he fully suffocates while putting his hand around his throat. And the drowning animation is no better, with him once again grabbing his throat until he can't hold on any longer and just floats there lifelessly. Like, wow, I couldn't imagine these types of animations in newer Mario games. These are some eerie sights for sure. At the very start of level 4-4 in Yoshi's Island, there's this sign here with the chain chomp on it. But you just think it's telling you of the chain chomps in the background. Until, holy crap, the chain chomps all start jumping towards you, then start to hunt you down. Yes, they literally race after you, right on your tail, while destroying the entire environment. And the chain chomp sprite from this game in particular is just really creepy. Like, their teeth are way bigger and sharper than other iterations. This level certainly caused a lot of nightmares for kids. At the start of Paper Mario the Origami King, you get thrown in the dungeon. However, you can see Bowser in a worse state, as he's folded up, being forced to watch a rather disturbing scene if you think about it. Since we can see his minions being taken in the shadows, folded up, and thrown in this press that clamps down, causing them to reanimate into these paper monsters. And they're basically making it look like they're forcing Bowser to watch them torture his troops. Just look at him start to panic and struggle as this machine clamps down on them. Even with the paper facade distracting you, this is still a rather disturbing premise, right? At the very start of this game, too. Now, the eels have been around since Mario 64, and since then have had many different creepy designs. But one of the more underrated versions of these guys are from the Galaxy series. I don't know, I think it's the giant lifeless eyes in this version that really sells the creepy look for me. Or maybe it's the scale of their mouth for the bigger ones too. Or perhaps it's the sharp sound effect that is played every time they bite down and narrowly miss you. Regardless, these definitely strike a more frightening appearance out of all the Mario eels. Back to Origami King here, because at one point you'll be exploring the desert at night and you enter this pyramid. But the atmosphere's a bit off. Nothing crazy yet, until you see this ghostly shadow which causes your Toad partner to become a bit uneasy and questioning what he actually saw. Then we come across this group of spiders attacking the Toad, so we shoo them away to save this guy. But when he gets up, yeah, we see there's something terribly wrong with him, as he is turned into this faceless zombie Toad with his arms upright and everything, which causes your partner to freak out a bit. Then you continue to see more and more of these faceless Toads as you explore this pyramid, until you come across an entire spider web full of them that you slowly rip off one by one. When you land in Bonefin Galaxy and go to its one planet, you'll immediately get hit with this creepy cutscene. Without revealing the beast, you get shown a camera angle where you're in its mouth, looking for prey, and then its horrifying design is revealed. It's this skull shark creature with glowing bright eyes. But what makes this whole part even more unsettling is that there is no way to escape him. This entire planet is water. There's no land to surface on, you're in his turf now. Plus, the sight of his tracker beam-like eyes makes it even more creepy too. Like, no matter where you hide or where you go, he'll always be able to see you. So Super Paper Mario is big in the story department, but one part in particular is really shocking. Basically, the world was gonna be consumed by this void. No matter though, we're Mario here to save the day. But then, as you progress in this area, even the enemies stop attacking you and just start to laugh like maniacs, cause they know they're doomed. And then it actually happens. The whole world gets consumed, and all you're left with is this void of nothing. The end of the world happened. It's not Rumble, it's not a wasteland, it's nothing. This shows you the horrifying consequences of letting the villain act on his plan. It's really just an ominous feeling you get as you walk across what's left of this world. In Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, you get to this area called the Toadwood Forest. And right away, something feels wrong about this place. I mean, it's a dark forest with some pretty creepy music here, but at first nothing specific stands out. Until you give the trees a closer look, where you can start to see why this place feels off, as the toads appear to be infused with the bark. You find out they are trapped in the trees by these shroom enemies. This is causing their life force to be slowly drained from them. You are unable to do anything to stop it, as they just cry out, "Help me," when talking to them. This is all told to you by this one trap toad that's still alive. Well, only for a bit that is, as he is shortly killed right in front of you. What a terrifying scene. And here's another creepy location. Twilight Town from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. As soon as you get here, the vibe completely changes from the rest of the game. You hear a very ominous music track that is paired with this gloomy town, comprised of these creepy doll-like residents. But what's even more unsettling is that here, every time the main bell rings, one random resident is cursed and turned into a pig. There are some dark secrets to this place for sure. Then things get creepier when the main villain of this area, Dupless, outright steals your identity and has you trapped as his shadow. All the accomplishments that you've done in this adventure are gone. The residents are giving all your glory to the villain. Having your identity taken like that in this area is truly terrifying. Okay, this one is obvious. This one everyone knows about, but it's too iconic to not include in a video like this. It's the killer piano from Mario 64. But okay, try and put yourself back in the year 1996. No internet, no knowledge of this, just a brand new cheerful Mario game for you to play. Until you reach this ghost house hidden in a boo. The vibes are already very different. You start killing some boos, getting some coins, and exploring the rooms, until you see a piano. Naturally, you've never seen this object in the game before, so you go up to it and it grows sharp teeth and makes a loud banging noise that does a ton of damage in a brilliantly creepy jump scare. Going back to the Thousand-Year Door now, all the way to the ending of this game, because here the main villain opens the tomb of an ancient demon, the Shadow Queen. And if her creepy design wasn't terrifying enough for you, well then her immediately possessing Peach might just be spooky enough. Not to mention, she just snaps her fingers and kills the main villain thus far in an instant. And now we have to fight this beast. The atmosphere adds to the creeps of this area too. You're way underground, trapped with this ancient demon with no one to save you. She even has an attack where she outright kills the whole crowd, where you can hear all their screams of terror. This whole final part was truly creepy. So there's a point in Super Paper Mario where your character literally dies and wakes up in the underworld. Now, while this place is creepy enough with all its scary looking inhabitants and the vibe down here in general, one moment in particular just takes the creepiness to a whole new level. That's when you have to cross the River Twigz, because there are some horrifying mysteries deep beneath these waters. By going for a quick dip, you'll quickly learn what they are, as a bunch of ghost skeleton hands are down here, slowly and creepily reaching towards the player, almost like they're trying to drag you down. Plus, this has to be the creepiest song from any Mario game ever that plays down here, as it sounds like some weird scrambled up voice clips. The combination of these dark waters combined with these ghost hands makes the whole atmosphere down here just super terrifying. And we're not done with this game yet, because Super Paper Mario has many dark secrets within it. Because another one is what lies in Merly's mansion. For starters, there's an army of slaves here forced to do physical labor, and then you get turned into a slave and have to do the same thing. And it's all run by this little girl Mimi over here. And when you try and escape this place, this is what she does. Yeah, literally this game suddenly turns into The Exorcist. So you have to fight her in this creepy spider neck snapped form of hers, where she climbs the ceiling and you have to break off her limbs one by one. Like, wow, I actually can't believe these types of themes and homages ever made it into a Mario game. Well, subscribe if you agreed with any of these, and let me know what your creepiest Mario moment is. I'll see you all later.